What's the worst thing a rich kid got away with? I was the quiet kid at a private school where rich kids got away with anything, and if your dad donated to the school, you could literally set the gym on fire and they would call it a learning opportunity. So I kept my head down, didn't talk much, and didn't go to parties because I was on a scholarship and I just wanted to survive the place. But that made me a target, especially for Connor. He was the type of kid who said the N-word in class and then laughed when the teacher pretended not to hear him, and his dad was on the board and the guy acted like he owned the school. Teachers loved him and girls laughed at all his dumb jokes, and I just tried to stay out of his way but seemed to make him notice me more. I had a severe peanut allergy, not just a rash, but my whole throat closes up and I could need hospital, and my EpiPen doesn't always work with this kind of allergy. Most people didn't know, and I never made a big deal about it, but one day I had a mild reaction in class and the nurse came to pull me out, and I didn't even notice Connor was listening when she said peanuts because he didn't say anything, he just sat there smiling. But a few days later, I was in the cafeteria on a normal day, sitting by myself and eating a sandwich, and then I heard laughing, so I looked up and Connor was standing at the other end of the room opening a peanut butter jar, and he locked eyes with me and made this show of licking his fingers real slow while his friends recorded him. At first, I thought he wouldn't really do it because nobody could be that messed up, but then he said loud enough for everyone to hear that they should see how fast Peanut Boy could run, and I froze because everything in my body just locked up for a second. And then I got up so fast I knocked over my tray, and kids were laughing like it was a game, and I was zigzagging through tables trying to get to the hallway, but he was faster and I felt him behind me, reaching out, and then he touched my right arm with 2 fingers, and I looked down and saw this shiny smear of peanut butter, and my throat started closing up within seconds. It's hard to explain what it feels like if you've never had it happen, but it's not just choking, it's like your body forgets how to be alive, and I could feel my heartbeat in my face, but it was getting quieter, and the lights in the cafeteria got weird, like someone was dimming the world, and my legs stopped working and I hit the floor. I remembered kids screaming, and someone shouted for the nurse, but someone else said I was faking it, and then everything went dark. I woke up in the ER, and there was an oxygen mask on my face, and my mom holding my hand like she was never letting go again, and I heard the doctor saying if they had waited even 5 more minutes to get me there, I might have been dead. Connor got a 2-week suspension, not even an expulsion hearing or a note on his record, just 2 weeks at home with Wi-Fi and video games. My parents tried to press charges, and they met with the principal, then the superintendent, then the school board, but you know who the school's legal rep was? Connor's dad. They said there wasn't enough evidence that it was intentional, and that maybe it was a joke went too far, and maybe I overreacted, but I almost died. And Connor came back like nothing happened, and when I walked past him, he tossed a peanut butter jar in the air and caught it and winked. So I told the school, but they told me they did everything they could, and I should focus on getting better now.